In this small assignment, you will be writing a formal text. Now, this text will be based on one of the three cases in the text called Working Like Dogs. Now, there are three cases that you will pick from. So you got case one, a warehouse worker for the Amazon in the UK, miners in South Africa, or you've got cacao workers in Ghana. Now, the first thing you should do is to read these three cases. Then you should work with this here text, or this exercise here, practice vocabulary. Now you pick especially the case that you have been interested by. So for example, case one, vocabulary is used that show poor working conditions. Might be that they feel like the staff is treated like robots, you get electric shocks, these sorts of things. So try and pick out words and sentences here that you can use yourself in your own text. Now, on OneNote, you will find this here task, which sort of describes what to do. And this again is a small recipe. So do this step by step and you will do just fine. So first watch this video, maybe again, if you feel like it. Then you can read the pages here if you don't have the book with you or if you don't have these pages accessible. And there's also a small PowerPoint, which we have gone through in class as well, but you can look at it here as an example. And then again come these cases, these practices here, these exercises. So this is one, and this is two. Make sure to try and answer these questions so you can use these in your own text. Now, if you look here again, you can see that I will have sent you a task. I will quickly show you or shortly show you what that looks like. But you should log into citizenskapellendam.no and you will see this task quite quickly. But the idea is that you will pick one of these workers and you will try and write a formal letter to your boss explaining how you feel about working at that place and what you would like to have changed. Now, if we look at the task itself, it sort of looks like this. So the task is called writing a formal letter. This is what it looks like for you. So you go down, a small explanation, and remember, you need to use examples from the case and use a formal language. Then try and find some arguments in the case that you will use in your own text. And then after this, you write your formal letter here. Now, here is where you will write the letter itself. These are only the cases that you have found, so I can see in what way you have used these arguments that are stated in the case. If we quickly go through this PowerPoint presentation, which you can open yourself too, we get a couple of examples of what you should think of. Now, as an example, I picked 0-hour contracts in the UK, but this is not one of the cases that you will be picking. So it's the purpose of the text, but if I scroll further down, here are some of the examples that are mentioned in the text that I can use myself and that I will and need to use myself. When it comes to the text itself, then I write a formal letter. So you use a language that is pretty official. You don't write this to a friend, that would seem awkward, but write in a way that is official and really kind, formal. So dear Chief of Staff, and a small introduction, and then I get to arguments. And here I've got some arguments that I found in the case. For example, that as an employer, it is more profitable to not have to pay someone for not working, which was one of the cases, or one of the examples. You can see I wrote 183 words here and this one. So these are together. Now your goal is to be somewhere in between 100 and 200. So try and do your best there. Now again, check these cases here, read well, use examples from the text, and I wish you good luck.